In case you were wondering, yes, I've already said it many a times, acceleration can be positive or negative because it is a vector. So it has both direction and magnitude. Okay? Acceleration, velocity, displacement, those are three things that have both a value and a direction, which is indicated by a positive or a negative in a lot of cases. So, one thing you have to be careful of is you've got to make sure that you're paying attention to which word and which number indicates if it's initial and which one is final. And these are just some general rules that you can kind of write down in your notebook. I think it's pretty self explanatory, but the idea is if VF is less than VI, acceleration is negative. So we basically just do VF less than VI, acceleration is negative. Whereas if VF is greater than VI, acceleration will be positive. Why is that, you're probably wondering? Well, if we look at the formula and we do VF minus VI over delta T, if VF is bigger, that means VF will have a greater value and therefore be left with whatever number is positive, as long as VF is a positive number. In this case, less than literally means if it is not worried about the value, we also have to worry about if it's a positive or negative number. So for instance, if it's 10 minus 3, obviously that'll be a positive 7. Whereas if it's a negative 10 minus 3, all of a sudden that's negative 13. So hopefully this is kind of making sense. I'm going to remove the camera so you could see these words. Maybe write these down just to keep like a list for yourself. VI tends to be indicated by start, before, begin, from. VF tends to be shown by seeing the words after, later, reaches, end, things of that nature. Okay, so these are VF, and then these right here are VI. Okay. So if we work through this problem, I'm going to kind of speed through it. I have already kind of gone through and highlighted, underlined them, but in case you're wondering, these are the important words. So he was driving above the speed limit, and then he saw a cop and slowed to 11 meters per second. So if you were to take a guess, which of these V's is VI and which one is VF? Great. So yes, this one is VF, this one is VI, and this one right here is our delta T. So we can come down here and be like, yep, VI, yep, VF, T, yep, 2. Our acceleration, I always box it just because I like doing that to keep myself sane, is question mark. Again, we only know one formula for acceleration that has these 4 variables, and it's A is equal to VF minus VI divided by delta T. And then all we gotta do is plug numbers in and chug along. So A is equal to VF, which is 11, minus VI, which is 14, and divided by T. So our answer is negative 3 over 2, which is equal to negative 1.5. Cool. Maybe you didn't need this practice. Just in case you don't, you can skip through these things, but if you need it, that's why I do this. Okay? Cool, you can move on.